And then there is this young Nazma who's just merely, she's barely 15 years old, and she's pushed into marriage with her own cousin brother, which again is something which is not easily digestible. And you feel bad for this girl because she considers the marital rape that she undergoes every night to be her husband's love. So in her naivety, she thinks that it's her husband's love, and it leaves her badly battered both physically and psychologically.
तो मैं आपसे पहले यही जानना चाह रही हूँ कि आपने क्या देखा इस बुक में कि आपको लगा कि नहीं इसको ट्रांसलेट करना चाहिए?
First of all, thank you, Tasneem, for giving me the opportunity of translating your book. See, when I look back, I realized that, see, once a couple of years back, there's an English professor who was editing a book on Indian women writers. So that's what, and his book is now being published by Oxford University Press. So that is how I came across your book. I halfway through the book, and I was so excited reading the book that I immediately thought of translating that book, and that's why when I called you up and asking your permission that whether I can do that. And the way that you have written, it's in a very lucid, very amazing style that has been written. And the underlying theme is something which is very, very close to my heart. So that's why I have decided to translate this book.
दूसरा मेरा ये कहना है कि जब मैंने इसका इंग्लिश ट्रांसलेशन जब पढ़ा तो मुझे लगा कि बिल्कुल आपने वही बात यहाँ पर जारी रखी है जो मैंने इस हिंदी के उपन्यास में कहनी चाहिए। तो ये एक बहुत बड़ा मुझे लगता है चैलेंज होता होगा ट्रांसलेटर के पास में, ये कि बिल्कुल वही बात कही जाए जो कही जा चुकी है उसके हिंदी ट्रांसलेशन में, हिंदी की बुक में जो कही जा चुकी है वही आपके लिए ये किस तरह से चैलेंजिंग रहा लैंग्वेज के तौर पर या उसकी भाषा शैली की हम बात करें तो?
जहां तक मेरा ख्याल है किसी भी पुस्तक को एक भाषा से दूसरी भाषा में जब हम अनुवाद करते हैं तो थोड़ी बहुत उसमें थोड़ी बहुत क्या काफी चैलेंजेस फेस करने पड़ते हैं, क्योंकि the books are rooted in a different language and you are translating it into a different language altogether. So the cultural nuances, so whether it's the names that we talk about, the festivals, the idioms, the cultural idioms which are there. So there are so many things which one needs to be very careful about while translating from one language into another. For example, so when I was translating your book, the biggest challenge that I faced was the title. Rahnuma. It's such a culturally loaded word that an exact translation of that was very difficult to find. I had a few words I had in mind, like patron and patriarch or leader or guardian angel or things like that, but somehow the core connotation wasn't coming through. The next word that I chose was godfather. So godfather also is someone who takes care of his proteges and someone who does not want his words to be crossed. And when I bounced it off with my friends, what I came across is like, this reminds us of the Mafia Don. Thanks to Mario Puzo's book by the same name. So we rejected that and then we decided to retain the original Rahnuma.
That's nice कि ए मेरे रहनुमा और इंग्लिश में oh these रहनुमास. It is such a good title for this novel.
Thank you.
ज्योतिका जी, इसमें ऐसा कौन सा कोई किरदार आपके लिए रहा है? मेरे लिए तो हर किरदार बिल्कुल मेरे दिल के करीब है, तो ऐसा कौन सा किरदार रहा जिसने आपको पंच किया हो? क्योंकि हम जब भी कोई किताब पढ़ते हैं तो कुछ ना कुछ हमें पंच करता है, क्योंकि मैं एक पाठक के तौर पर मैंने बचपन से खूब किताबें पढ़ती रही हूँ, मैं तो रीडर रही हूँ, तो एज ए रीडर क्या कुछ पंच किया कि आपको लगा कि नहीं ये करना?
See, first English. So first of all, it's a very powerful narrative that you have built up, and both the central characters, whether we talk about Taha or we talk about Nazma, both are very, very powerfully delineated characters. And Taha, for example, although she is a journalist and who's upwardly mobile, but then still what I feel is somewhere down the line, she is living a dual life. She's walking on a tightrope. So her public life as well as her private lives are two different things that we are talking about. And when she tries to instigate, inspire people to take up cudgels against the patriarchal mindset, somewhere it touches my heart. And then there is this young Nazma who's just merely, she's barely 15 years old, and she's pushed into marriage with her own cousin brother, which again is something which is not easily digestible. And you feel bad for this girl because she considers the marital rape that she undergoes every night to be her husband's love. So in her naivety, she thinks that it's her husband's love. And it leaves her badly battered, both physically and psychologically. So get so pained at seeing the plight of these girls. They're very close to my heart. It kind of gives me goosebumps when I think about the plight. And the characters are very, very relatable. लगता है आसपास हमारे आसपास ऐसी महिलाएं उपस्थित हैं जिनको इस सबसे गुजरना पड़ रहा है.
If you've enjoyed the conversation that you just heard, do subscribe to our channel for much more.